14 when I seen them catch they first case. Got the first pick, I'm the
What's
judge.
going on, Do Over Don't? It's Gabe. Today I'm here with my boy, Dom Albanys. I said the name right? I just said it wrong.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Albanys.
It's Albanys. It's
Albanys.
okay. It's not like we had a whole conversation about it, but it's all good.
We literally just had a conversation off camera about saying his last name right, and I still said it wrong.
Think of the capital of New York, Albany, and then just put an S.
You said you had a funny story about it. Do we start with the funny story with it?
Yeah,
or do we
sure.
introduce
Just
you
because
first?
people are always like, "What is your last name?" It's made up. My I don't know how many greats it was, but the tale is that whatever great grandpa was a part of the mafia and he was escaping, so he came to America, and I believe the name was Sacco because he was Italian.
Sacco and Vincetti?
I don't know, maybe.
No way.
And he just made it Albanese. I think he spelt it wrong because it's supposed to usually be ESC, but I don't know. He probably couldn't spell. That's probably where I got that from because I can't spell either.
So that's how you got your last name?
Yeah. And now I'm just here.
Mafia bloodline.
Yup.
Dom.
Don't mess with me. I go hard in the paint.
He'll tattoo the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
I gotta try not to swear.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, honestly, it doesn't even matter. Like, we swear all the time in all our videos.
Some people say I swear too much, but I don't even mean it.
I get that a lot,
It's out of
too.
love, really.
I get that a lot, too. Swearing's just, like, part of our vocabulary.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just boys in general.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like girls
It's
even
just
got
being
funny mouths,
passionate
too,
about what you're talking about.
You know, the swears come out. You
Yeah.
can't filter it. You can't filter that shit. But for everyone watching this who doesn't know, we just flew him out to paint a beautiful mural that you guys are gonna see pretty soon.
Can we put it up on the wall?
We'll put it up on the wall.
Ding.
You'll see it right there. Thank you very much for that.
Of course, it was fun.
That shit was dope. That shit is fucking dope. Like,
I'm glad you like it.
I can't wait for everyone to come.
It was fun painting it. It was just the whole experience coming out and painting. It's so much fun.
And you gotta move to Boston now.
What?
You gotta move to Boston now.
Yeah, I gotta buy a house out here with all this money I'm making.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
But for everyone that doesn't know you, because obviously everyone in here knows you. We've known you for a little bit now. Just give a little brief rundown on who you are, what you're about, some things you do.
My name's Dom, and I like to draw, and I've made it into a career. I'm 19 saying I have a career. Yeah, I just I go to art college. I go to College of Creative Studies in downtown Detroit. And I like to make art. I do lots of different things. I paint, as you guys have heard. I make graphics. I draw portraits. I do a little bit of tattooing. And I make animations. That's something I've taught myself recently. That's been blowing up. Just fun.
Do you use After Effects?
I've started to learn After Effects, but it's Procreate and then Adobe products like Photoshop and Premiere. And then I am learning After Effects.
Huh.
Yeah.
Animation's a whole nother level of like
it is
creative.
It was in quarantine. I was sitting there. I was like, well, if I'm gonna die from this virus, I guess I should try something new.
Wait, in our last, because we did an interview, but it got scrapped because
it was just trash. Yeah, the guy interviewing me he was kind of scary. He was like, "What is your name?" I'm like, "It's Dom." It was like an interrogation. He was like, "Do you tattoo?" No.
Shout out to PJ though, yo. Shout out PJ. But I swear, in the last interview, if I remember right, you said something because I was gonna ask you how you got into art in general.
Yeah.
If I recall, your dad was a tattoo artist.
Yeah, he was. And let me make a correction. It's not that I got into art. I was always an artist. It wasn't like something I just picked up. I came out the womb. You know what I mean? In my mom's stomach, there was probably like carvings in the side and stuff from me like doodling. I was bored. I was in there for 9 months, man.
What age did you start drawing and shit at?
I mean, it's been. Sorry. It's ever since I can remember. I guess my first drawing that I ever did was Nemo, and my mom saw it. And she was like, "Wow, this is really good." I guess it looked like Nemo, and I was like 2, and I've just always drawn ever since then.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just me.
Nemo drawing turns into tattoo artist / a whole bunch of other creative arty shit.
Yep.
So how do you normally go about finding inspiration for work? I know you have a lot of clients that probably tell you what to do, but
inspiration meaning like for my own work or for like clients?
For your own work.
It's just stuff that I'm into. I'm always thinking. I'm very imaginative, so I just think of ideas and I do them. For an example, I made this really crazy painting. I call it the Spirit of the City. We're gonna put it up. Ding. It's right there. But my inspiration for that is I was driving down the freeway, just going to school one day, and I saw the Detroit skyline in the distance, and then I saw that painting in my head. And I know that sounds crazy, but I was like in there. I was existing in that painting, and I was like, I gotta recreate this. So then I called my friends up. I was like, yo, I'm coming to the studio. I'm getting 3 panels of wood. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be great. And then I just did it.
So something to the hometown.
Yep.
Now we get to interview you / interrogate you about how Detroit is.
Detroit's cool. It's the Motor City for sure. I love it. It's where I'm from, you know?
So you grew up there your whole life, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. I bounced around a lot, so I can't really say I'm from a town specifically, like childhood-wise, so I just say I'm just from the city. But it's a cool place. You should visit sometime. You should come on.
No, we will. DOD will touch down there. Don't worry. DOD is going to touch down there. What's the culture like over there, though?
Culture meaning like what do you
I'm talking about like the underground culture, like how over here, like everything do over don't covers. Like I know that you got I hit the mic. I know you got Detroit music's popping right now. Like
Detroit,
they're recording on the Detroit beat in there.
Detroit's like the face of the rap game, I feel like right now with Lil Yachty, his new album, and Vezzo and Sada Baby. The culture is interesting. I would say the culture of Detroit, it's cold and hard. I like to think of an abandoned warehouse, an abandoned factory. It's just like cold, hard with like rusty pipes everywhere. I know this makes no sense, but it's cool.
That's how you describe Detroit? A cold, empty factory?
Yeah, because I mean, all the car jobs are overseas now, so it is empty.
Huh.
Yeah.
So are there a lot of other people who are doing artistic stuff like you? Like, are there a lot of other tattoo artists, painters?
There is a lot of people doing art. I wouldn't say there's anybody like me though. I truly feel like I'm in my own league in a nice way.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I do know a lot of people who do a lot of different things, but not all of them do everything that I do, if that makes sense.
So you're your own thing.
Yeah, and that's what I strive to be. You know, I don't want to be like a copy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Good. That's how you stand out and being different.
Yeah,
you
gotta be different.
Those are the people who fucking make it too.
Yeah.
More than anything. Those are the people who make it.
Poland Spring, is this I haven't heard of this. Is this like Boston or?
Yo, this is the best water in the world.
Let's see if it's the best water.
It
I'm
is.
an avid water drinker.
Bro, I'm telling you. Best water. 10 out of 10.
I'd give it 8 out of 10. I'm just kidding. It's good.
10 out of 10.
It's natural spring water.
You ever tried Arrowhead when you went to California?
Arrowhead?
The water that they have in Cali, bro.
Everything they have in Cali is crazy, so I'm sure that water is not water. It
fucking tastes like shit.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. That shit's like slimy. Like,
okay.
It's nasty.
It's like thick?
It's like gook. Like, it's just nasty. Like, I fucking hate Arrowhead.
Is velocity the right word for that? When it's like how?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Velocity of water.
No, I feel like velocity is how fast something goes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Good thing I can draw because I'm just like not books.
Brain.
I was too busy doodling in class when they were explaining this.
So what made you, since we're talking about school, what made you go to, obviously, I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
College Creative Studies?
Yeah.
Well, it's an art school. It's one of the best in the country, and it's in Detroit. And growing up, that was always, my parents always pushed me to go to college, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was like, you know, in the Wizard of Oz when they're like approaching like that castle. Is it a castle or is it like
on the yellow brick road?
Yeah, like the green place, you know, it's like glowing. That's how CCS was for me, because it's like, oh, I belong there. It's an art school, and I just got to get through school to get there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you always wanted to go there?
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to CCS. I actually in first grade brought my teacher a book, like a CCS book of like their student work, and I remember this conversation so weirdly. She was like, "Why are you worried about college? You don't know how to divide." I remember her saying that. It was Miss Brown.
What the fuck?
I hope
You
she's-
wanted to know that long ago?
Yeah, I don't know why. That's always just been something. Yeah, it's always been a goal.
Congrats to you if you wanted to go there that long and you're there now.
Yeah, I'm there now.
I'm sure you're killing it from the looks of your work.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, did you take anything you've learned from there into your work now?
That I've learned from CCX. Yeah, I mean the stuff I'm learning, like they taught me how to paint better in my painting class. I really enjoy learning about that, like technique stuff. It's not like I'm really learning how to do something new. It's just like perfecting what I already know.
Yeah.
I guess the biggest thing this past year I've learned is like colors, like how to mix color, like temperature. And I know that sounds probably super nerdy, but it makes my work like 100 times better. And I've also learned how to oil paint. And I have a bunch of oil paintings I'm going to be making soon. I have one in the progress. It's called 3016. It's the 2016 freshman on Mount Rushmore, but the picture takes place in the future. 3016, you get it?
What the fuck? The
It's
double
pretty
XL
cool.
freshman list?
Yeah, the 2016, yeah.
Oh.
And they're on Mount Rushmore because like I guess you could like on TikTok I always see memes about like how they like if you like we're gonna show our kids that video, you know.
They like paved the way.
Yeah.
That
I guess you could say.
That was a good ass year for double XL.
It was.
That was a good ass year. That was a good ass year for music in general. Just
It was.
culture in general.
I remember that year.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for that oil painting.
Yeah. I'm just I just get so excited about this stuff. I'm so excited.
New
I'm going to go
projects.
home. That's what I'm doing this week. So,
Really?
yeah.
Hey, you paint a mural, go back, do an oil painting, probably do a bunch of tattoos.
Not a bunch. I'm working on I don't do a bunch of tattoos. I just like work on like certain projects with very selective people and I just keep working with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like it's like more like I'm just an artist that uses that medium. That's how I like to treat it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like put ink into everybody I meet. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
I get what you mean by that. Huh. So, talking about that, you said that you took some of the stuff, but do you feel like you've taught yourself a lot more than school has taught you?
1,000, 1,000,000% for sure.
100%.
Everything is it's all teachable to yourself, and since I've been doing it all my life, you know,
Yeah.
I've just naturally picked up on it. Like in class, we were drawing portraits, right? And I'm not saying I'm like the God-given gift, but like we were drawing portraits, and one thing is I'm freakishly fast with everything I do, and so I was like doing the face, and my teacher told me to slow down and like sculpt the face more, and I caught myself. I felt very weird saying it to him because he gave me a very weird look. I said, what did I say? I was like, oh, that's something I used to do when I was little. And he
You
just
said
looked
that
at
to
me
your
and
college professor?
yeah, he was like, you need to like draw like the sculpting lines, like where you know like lines, so you know where the eyes, nose, and mouth, like those sorts of things. And I said that's something I used to do when I was little, and I caught myself. I was like, I sound like such an idiot right now because I still am little. And I was like, sorry, I'll just put them on. So I had to erase it and redo it, but. Yeah, everything I kind of just taught. Not everything, but like I've taught myself a lot.
I feel like you learn better that way because you learn from trial and error.
Yeah, I feel like the best way to learn is to mess up.
100%. Do you feel like you at the beginning was it more talent right off rip, or did you have to put in a lot of work to get? Obviously, you had to put in work, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some of it was talent, but I think I think it's when you're looking at artists. Let's just say like artists like me in general, you can tell who's like talented and you can tell who puts in the work. I feel like it was some talent off the rip. I have theories about like how your brain works and what talent really is, but it was all work. Huh. It is all work.
All work.
Just every day that you were in school, imagine like drawing for that amount of time every day, just doodling over everything. You know what I mean? It's just footwork with everything else.
Huh. So it wasn't like you started drawing and then your first picture was like, oh shit, I'm good at drawing. Let me work harder on this.
No, it's just something I enjoyed doing, and everybody I always talked to, or like people in my class, they were always shocked. So it's like I'm just gonna keep doing it. You know, it's what I enjoyed to do.
Huh.
Yeah.
So how long were you drawing before the tattoos?
Well, my first tattoo was when I was 13, so like 13 years. I wasn't drawing as a 1-year-old. But
basically everything before then.
Yeah.
So 13, first time you tattooed someone?
Was not a good idea. Well,
wasn't it? I think I know the story.
Yeah, it was on my dad, yeah. It looked so bad.
What was it?
I couldn't even like hold the machine. I was so scared too because I wanted to like practice on oranges. I was like, Dad, are you ever gonna show me? And he was like, because he was tattooing someone at the time. He's like, yeah, you can tattoo me after. And I was like, what did you say? And he was like, yeah, I'll get you all set up. And so he just showed me how to do it. And then that was my first one. But then I like didn't start like really doing tats on my friends until I was like 16, 17.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got good at tattooing quick if you only started doing it like frequently, 16, 17.
Well, yeah, I mean, once you already know how to like do the artwork, it's just learning how to use that medium, you know?
So how hard is it doing a tattoo compared to a painting or a sketch?
Okay, so how I think about tattooing is, you know, when you're drawing, how you're drawing on a flat surface. Think about tattooing as like doing that, but you're like hovering your hand during the entire time. So it's like airbrushing. Have you ever seen people airbrush? You know how they like hover, like that is like comparable to tattooing, and it's difficult, and everything is permanent. Yeah, that's something that's like really scary.
I was gonna say that's terrifying part.
Yeah, because like when you mess up, you just have to, and you're also doing a procedure on someone, so you have to have bedside manner, but you just can't mess up.
Have you ever messed up?
No, not anything like remarkable. Okay, but everything was fixable, and you know, I know how to work kinks out, you know, stuff like that.
Did you ever work at like a tattoo shop? Or?
No, I do want to get an apprenticeship though. I just don't have time because of school and just everything else I'm doing. But because I enjoy doing tattoos and I want to do it, you know, for the rest of my life, really. Well, not as a job, just for fun. But I do want an apprenticeship so I can like really learn the skill. But that takes time, and I want to wait until I really have time to dedicate to something like that. You understand?
No, I feel you. I feel you. Being busy is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it is.
You can't do everything you want to do.
Yeah.
How many, I asked you this yesterday, I think, on the ride to the video, but how many tattoos you think you'd say you've done?
Man, definitely like around 150.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and when you think of a tattoo, you think of like decent side pieces. I'm counting like even like tiny ones too. Like girls always want like tiny hearts or like stuff like that. That's where the numbers come in. You know, he's doing stuff like that. It counts up, you know.
Tiny little things.
When you're at like parties or like Airbnbs and people just want little tats, that all just counts up too. And the money racks up too.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
I could imagine. For everyone on here who doesn't know, Aaron has a tattoo from Dom. Like all of Sam's tattoos are from Dom. I forget who else.
Sam looks like my sketchbook.
Yeah, Sam is Dom's walking sketchbook basically.
And it's Sam's just funny. He's just like, he'll just get whatever. Not whatever, but he's just like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting something right here. We were driving down the freeway, and he saw something on a billboard. I believe he was like, hey, man, you trying to tattoo that on me tonight? I said, sure.
And you did it?
Yeah, I forgot which one it was, or even if we did that tattoo, but, like, that's just how he is, you know? He's always wanting little tats. His mom said I'd kill him if I ever give him a tattoo on his head because he wants, like, his hairline tattooed.
Really?
Yeah, he already got his hands tattooed, but his mom said he'd kill me if I ever did something on his head. So I'm not going to do that.
You should do it still.
No, she's so nice.
I'm kidding. I just saw her on FaceTime. Shout out Sam's mom.
Yeah, she's like, I think I talked to Sam's mom more than I talked to Sam. Not on any weird shit. It's just she's nice. And she's nice. Sam's busy. Yeah. You know?
Busy man Sam. So what was the first time you guys met? I know you guys met at art school, but do you remember?
So the college I go to right now, they did like a summer camp, and Sam was there. And me and Sam just like clicked. Like
instantly.
I mean, we had a group of friends, but it was like me and Sam were like the kids that were like good. You know what I mean? So like we just clicked. And I remember, he was like listening to Lil Uzi a lot at that time, and he was just so tiny. He was funny.
Fucking camera bag be bigger than him.
Yeah.
Did you do his first tattoo?
No, I don't know. He got little flowers. I don't know who did it.
Oh, okay.
I remember because he got that before the second time we went to that camp. I was like, bro, you better get more with just those flowers on your arm. It looks kind of funny. And now he's just everywhere.
Tatted up.
Yeah.
How is it having, because I'm sure Sam's not your only creative friend, and obviously you're friends with a bunch of us from over here. How is it having other creatives that are?
It's the best thing ever. I love having creative friends because every how do I word this? As a creative person, sometimes when you're like working on a project, your vision can like outshine your work. So it's like good to bounce ideas around with like other people and get different perspectives. I have some friends back home, Mikey and Owen. They do videos too, and I like to like show them my work because it's like interesting to see other people's perspectives on stuff, you know.
And then also you get to see all theirs. You guys motivate each
Yeah,
other.
it's so cool. Like I would rather be doing that kind of stuff than just like at a normal college studying business. Like what?
Sitting in an office all day.
Yeah, typing on a keyboard. Are you kidding me?
That, yo. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Speaking of, go.
No, I was just saying I love being in a creative field.
Yeah, no, me too. Creative is the fucking best.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you guys aren't weird, but you're weird. You guys think we're weird for being creative, but you're weird for not being creative.
Yeah,
Literally. But last question I'm going to bring up with you and Sam's relationship. I've seen a couple music videos that you did graphics for. So is that when the animation started, or?
Well, the animation started over quarantine. I animated the song Bands by Shoreline Mafia. I've always loved that song, and so I animated it. But when I started working with Sam, we would just be FaceTiming, and he'd be working on stuff. He was like, "Oh, can you do this little thing here?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure," and I'd do it. And then it was just sort of stuff like that. But I have recently reached into doing actual like animated videos inside of music videos, if that makes sense. It's not released yet, but I did direct my first music video with about 30 seconds of animation inside the music video. It's like a storyline. So that's where I'm kind of like going towards, and I hope to do more work like that.
That's dope. I forgot about that. I saw that on your Snapchat story.
I don't know why. I think it's something with like the artist and the guy that helped me edit the video. Like I don't know. They're still figuring it. I've just been waiting.
There's always speed bumps for anything good.
Yeah. It was filmed. What is it, May right now?
Yeah.
We filmed it on January 31st.
Jesus Christ.
I want to say it was like -3 out, and it was 7 a.m. downtown Detroit. I was so cold. I just want to die, really.
Fuck that.
I was so prepared to die.
-3 degrees.
Yeah.
Shooting a music video.
Yeah, it definitely scarred me, that experience, but that's how I can remember it. So it's been like 5 months.
Jesus.
But it'll come out soon, and hopefully that will lead to more work.
Yeah, no.
Like I just did an animation for Ransom.
I saw that.
Yeah, so and then this clothing brand Hard Jewelry reached out, and I'm gonna be working with them probably next week on a video. But that's kind of where I'm taking it. Like,
is the animation route?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know what I enjoy the most, but I think the most profitable, if you're thinking it from a business aspect, is definitely the animations, because what I do is something that I've never seen people do.
And it's also like borderline impossible for a normal person to be able to do animations.
Yeah. Like, you can always find someone that can paint or just draw, you know. Maybe not the way I do it, because my stuff has swag. Just kidding. But I really enjoy the animation stuff, because looking back at my life, I feel like I'm more of a storyteller than an artist. I've just learned how to be an artist, but I'm really a storyteller, and that's what the animation stuff is, you know. It's
telling a story.
Yeah, it's like how, you know, when Aaron makes a video, he's telling a story. When I make an animation, you know, it's like telling a story. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
Good. Animations are fucking difficult. I remember.
They are, dude.
What was the one? You did an Eminem one. That was the first animation I saw, and that shit was dope.
It was the Marshall Mathers 2 album. It came out in 2013. I was in middle school, and I'm white. I like Eminem. So what?
And you're from Detroit.
Yeah, so it's like, people like to make fun of me because I like Eminem. Like, whatever, bro.
Everyone in Detroit probably loves Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem's like a god. And Eminem, even like for like slightly older people from when he was younger. Now Eminem's kind of like cringy. I don't know. Whatever. But I would listen to the parking lot skit that's on the album on my bus. Like, it was just in between two songs I like, and I would always see this story in my head, and I was like laying in my bed. I was like, well, why don't I just animate this skit? You know what I mean? So that's what that was. He was like running from the cops after he like killed someone in a house, and then at the end, you can't see it, but you don't know if he killed himself or another cop, because I like cut it and it's like a shot of like the sky or whatever, but you hear the gun sound. It's really gruesome. Oh, and he kills a dog too. I remember I was showing people the animation. They're like, dog, you can't post that. And I was like, that's exactly why I'm gonna post it, because it's gonna pull at your strings, and that's you're gonna hate it or love it, and I'm still getting your attention.
Controversy is the best.
Yeah, that makes for the best humor too, like low-key controversial stuff,
If it gets under your skin, you don't have thick enough skin.
Yeah, just chill. All right,
chill. Bro, that's dope though how you do, because you just do so many different kinds of arts, and I think a lot of people are going to be able to tell that through this podcast interview. Like,
I just love doing everything, man.
From everything, literally everything.
Yeah.
You do. So I know you got a clothing line.
Yeah, man. That's another thing. I always forget about that. Like, I be doing clothes.
That's what I
too.
mean.
Do you want me to talk about that?
Yeah, talk about the clothing line.
So Sam did get me into that. Just seeing him like do that sort of thing, and then meeting a lot of other people that make clothes. Like, let me name a few, like Kyler, Dylan. Well, I should probably say the clothing names. Gone Global, Conflicting Thoughts. Just like meeting people who do that sort of thing. And I never thought of that being as like something that I could do, but like seeing my friends do it, I was like, oh, I can do this. For me, it's not necessarily about like the clothes. It's about like the designs. And I work as a freelancer, so I'm always listening to other people tell me what to do. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, their ideas sometimes are so bad, but they're paying me, so I have to do it. But sometimes I'm just like sitting there so pissed off, like working on this stuff. I'm like, oh, it could be so much cooler if it's like this. And then they want changes too. That's so annoying when people want design changes. I don't know. Anyways, so I was like, well, why don't I just do this myself? And I do it with my friend Mikey, and I was like, well, I kind of want to learn how clothes are made, like the physical making of clothes, because it would help with my design, so I could understand how to make my designs better.
Get the quality.
So that's what I started doing. I've only released 2 collections, really. So I'm still very new to it, but yeah, it's super fun.
How's the process of making it? Because I know.
So there's a couple of different processes. I do screen printing. It's like you have the shirt, you lay the screen, there's a design on the screen, and you like squeegee ink. Yeah, it's super fun, and it's physical too. So it's like you get kind of a workout, which I enjoy, that sort of thing. Sitting hunched over drawing all day is so like bad for you. That's why I enjoy doing murals and stuff, because you're up like
standing,
swinging the brush around.
But I could imagine. Probably a lot of back pain sitting there with like a big ass canvas.
I know I'm gonna be so fucked when I'm older. My lower back and my wrist too. It's scary. Like sometimes that shit hurts. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die soon.
That's what hard work does to you.
Sometimes laying in my bed, like at the end of the day, is the best feeling when you're just like laying flat. You're just like, damn, this feels so good.
Finally, time to get some sleep.
Yeah.
How's your sleep schedule with all the creative shit?
Dude, I don't even want to talk about my sleep schedule. Everything going on, I can't even say I have a schedule. It's just whenever I get into bed.
Normally.
Because with everything going on, this is the thing. You think you're going to go to bed, and then someone will be like, mainly Sam does this a lot. Someone will be like, hey, yo, can you work on something real quick? I'm like, fuck. I guess.
Last second.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Always be ready.
How's your sleep schedule with everything that you do?
I've been doing better. I used to be bad. I used to sleep like 2 to 4 hours a day. Now,
how do you even function? Are you capping 2 to 4?
No, I swear to God. Like I would go to sleep at like 6 in the morning and then get up for work at like 8, 9, and then just go about my day.
What do you do all midnight? Like just.
That was back when I was editing all the videos. I would edit my ass off, just do a whole bunch of different shit.
Okay.
Whole bunch of different shit. Ask them, when we were in New York, I probably slept a total of like 8 hours, and we were there for 3 days.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, no, not good.
That's the grind though.
It is what it is. Everyone's
what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So you got a studio back in Detroit you'd be working with. I know it's a couple people.
So it's the people in Detroit probably know, because they're getting kind of big. The Boom and Film Studio. It's like my friends who make music videos, and then I'm like the artist, like trapping out of their studio. But like, I mean, that's where I am, like really like when people are like, yo, like where's Dom at? I'm at that studio, just like painting or something. But it's at the Russell Industrial Center. It used to be a car factory, but they've renovated it to be like artist spaces. Yeah. And it's really cool because not only am I with the artists that are in that studio, but there's studios around us full of artists that do stuff. So we're always like in their studio or they're like in our studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like a really cool like small culture that's going on there.
So do you do a bunch of stuff? How often are you there? Like every day?
When I'm not hanging out with my girlfriend, they're at school. So I'd say like maybe 4 days a week, 4 or 5. Yeah.
Damn.
And sometimes I'll go there like after school and just like hang out.
Were you there for the whole process of them doing the renovations and stuff like that, or after?
Yeah, I was there because when they got the space, like it just looked like a cellar. So like they had to like repaint everything, redo the floor, and I helped them with that, you know. Just like friends being friends, you know, doing nice things. Yeah.
And then now you guys got that big ass place.
Yeah.
A lot of dope shit. That's where you make the clothes too, right?
Yeah, that's where the press is and everything.
So they be shooting music videos.
They're crazy. They really are. It's Owen, Mikey, and then RC. I'm so sorry, RC. He's so funny. He works there too. He does videos.
Hopefully, I get to meet them all one day. I'm telling you,
you
we're
guys
gonna
should
come to Detroit.
You guys should all come out.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
We're gonna. So over there, have you painted any murals in there?
None. Well, one. I painted not like a mural that I've done here. I painted one small painting for Owen at his desk. It's of Yoshi. Owen, if you're watching this, I like I told you, the idea is kind of lame. Like, why do you want Yoshi on your wall? Anyways, all the paintings in there are on, like, physical pieces of wood, so it's all movable. Oh, I totally forgot. I painted their door, the back of the door on my Instagram. There's, like, a video of me painting it. It's super sick. It's one of my favorite paintings, but that's there, too.
What's on it?
It's a skeleton guy. He's praying, right? And he has, like, a red coat on, but he's holding, like, this chain. And at the end of the chain is, like, the Boom and Films logo. And then at the bottom, there's a Dodge Challenger. Those are, like, Lamborghinis in Detroit. It's, like, burning out at the bottom. That's super sick. And then it has 313 and the Detroit D in the background.
Huh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Super sick. It's one of my favorites.
Always killing these paintings.
Always killing these paintings. Yeah.
We got to talk about the album cover now.
Yeah, dude. The album cover was sick.
Yo, you absolutely murdered that. Like,
is that the first time we talked?
I feel like I talked to you before, but I also don't know because I didn't.
Time is so blurry because of COVID. Everything is just weird to me in my head.
Wait, before we talk about the album cover, I remember last time when PJ interviewed you, you were talking about what made you boss up with all of this stuff because you thought the world was gonna end.
Bro, because the news made it sound like it was some terrible disease. They were showing pictures of people like throwing up blood in China and shit. I was like, all right, I guess I'm just going to lock myself in my room and just do art. And, you know, that's when I started painting skateboard decks, too. I have a ton of those now that I just sell to people.
I need to cop one off you.
Yeah, you should. I should make you guys a deck. You have one right out there.
Yeah, that would be fucked.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
I didn't even know you painted skate decks.
Yeah,
they're
on my Instagram. They're on my website too for sale. But the studio's covered with decks.
I gotta go check that out. I had no idea that you painted skate decks, bro. What the fuck? I should have went to you instead.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the album cover. Yeah. No, that was crazy. That was one of my most favorite freelance work. And I think it's one of my best.
That was why I always will go to you for art from now on, because you always go to people, and it's like a lot of the time. Also, like you said, like sometimes you just don't like the shit, and you could tell when people don't like the shit. But when we went to you, you were like, "Yo, like I fuck with this." Dude, you had the sketch back within like 3 hours of everything.
Because I'm a workaholic, man. I can't just let that sit in my mind. I had to get it to you. Yeah. You know what I mean? What did you originally ask? It was a guy with like a...
Oh, perp with the sign held up in jail. That's what it was. And
like that would have been cool. Wasn't I the one that came up with the idea?
I'm pretty sure, because I think I said something. I'm like, oh, like what if we put everyone's face in like something, blah, blah, blah. And then because we told you about how it was a camp, and I think you might have been the one that was like, oh, a campfire. And then you just sent us a sketch of how it would look with no faces and shit.
Yeah, just like a quick like...
Yeah, and I was like, yo. This shit's fucking crazy.
Because what's the idea of the album, right? Like a bunch of people
coming together.
Like, I don't want to say kids, but like people getting together, like making music, just having fun. It was like just after COVID, right?
Yeah. No, it was like during COVID.
Yes. Oh, I remember it was during COVID. So I wanted to do people like together without masks because that's like very contrary to what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's like what I imagined it looking like people just hanging out, having fun. Like there's little like speakers and music notes. It was fun because it was a challenge. Like drawing one person is a challenge, but there was like 30 people.
34 people on that cover.
I mean, they're cartoony, so it wasn't like I was doing realism portraits, but it was just super fun.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you got that done that quick. To be completely
that's one thing about me is I work very fast, and that's sometimes is a good thing and a bad thing. For my work.
Well, fucking Sam works fast as shit. Everyone I know that's like successful in this shit are the people who work fast as shit, and they're always ready. Like you call them, you need something, able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, because when you're slow, I feel like being fast correlates with being confident. And when you're confident in your work, you're confident in like selling it. You know what I mean? Like there's some kids at my school when they're like drawing a face, like they're like. I'm like, dude, just do the line. Like, come on. You know what I mean?
Oh, extra worried. I feel like, too, when you have it, I don't know, because you might think I'm crazy for saying this as a...
I won't think you're crazy.
I feel like sometimes if it looks too perfect, it's like, it's almost fake, like unauthentic.
What do you mean by that?
Like sometimes people in art, they be doing everything too perfect, and it just looks like artificial, but obviously... It's supposed to be that way in an extent, but sometimes I feel like in the like rawness of it, I don't know how to describe it. Like
you like the looseness.
Yeah, like I like art that I like my line straight. Don't get it twisted, but I like art that it's not just everything's like.
I know what you mean. You like to see the human expression.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that makes sense, but you like to see like the artist's work, and. Yeah, I like that too. I like perfectionist just because that's how I am. Like I like to make sure everything is as good as I can make it. That's why I like doing realism a lot because it's, I don't know, I just enjoy it. I don't know.
And you're better at it.
Yeah, I'd feel more confident doing a realistic face than like a cartoon dog, dead ass. I wouldn't know where to start with a cartoon dog. It's like too much to think about almost. You know what I mean? Whereas if it's realism, I'm like. I know proportions. I'm like, okay, this has to go here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just easier for me.
Realism. So we're about to wrap up soon, but what are some of your favorite pieces that you've ever done?
Favorite pieces. Let's see. That's such a hard question.
I know you've probably done a million.
Favorite animation is my very first one, the band's animation. It's very like looking at my work. It's not good at all. Like technique wise, like it just looks bad, but I like it the most because that's like me having fun in my rawest form because I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like watching it, you're just watching me trying to learn what I'm doing, and I think that's really cool. My favorite painting though is probably the Spirit of the City one. It's like this huge black and gray like rendition of what I think of the city of Detroit. My favorite tattoo, my friend Mikey, he looks like a museum of my tattoos. He lets me go crazy, but he let me do one on his upper arm right here. It's of a girl with a gun, and she's Chicano styled. What else? My favorite graphic design I've made. It says Motor City. It's another Detroit piece. I actually sell it on my website. It's something I screen print. It's of like a skeleton dude in a car. It's like exploding behind him. And it has like engine parts everywhere. It's super cool. I think it's my best piece of graphic work I've made.
Damn.
But yeah.
I forgot. You do, because I forgot to mention that. You do a lot of graphic work for clothing brands that people have no idea.
And not a lot of people know because I don't post a ton of that work, but I'm always working on some type of graphics. I just don't post it a lot because I only like to post artwork that's like me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. That's probably about 50% of my freelance work.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've worked with a lot of cool people too. I've worked with Ransom, Eighth Wonder, Zero Outlaws, just lots of cool people, you know?
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you like doing clothing designs more or painting?
Painting.
Painting 100%.
Yeah. For no reason. Actually, because painting, I'm the boss. When I'm doing graphics, someone else is the boss. You understand?
Nah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So we're going to give all your fans / our audience one final message from you.
If you made it to this far in the video, like, Say watermelon or something.
Watermelon?
I don't know.
Watermelon?
Leave a heart emoji. I don't know.
Got to give some inspiration talk real quick. People want to draw good.
Okay. You want me to say something inspiring?
Yeah, and watermelon.
Something inspiring.
Something you have to say to people who want to be in your position, want to get in graphic design, want to do animation, want to paint.
Believe in yourself, like straight up. You know,
That's the biggest.
You either got bills to spend or bills to pay. You got to decide which side of the fence you want to be on. For real though, I hate saying if you want to be in my position, but it's all footwork. It's just practice. You know, if you want to go somewhere, you have to go somewhere. That's one of my favorite quotes because you have to think about it. Yeah. If you want to go somewhere, you have to go somewhere. And be you. That's on a real note, that's what everybody is afraid to be themselves. And we all look up to people who are unique, but they're just being themselves. They're putting no effort into it, you know what I mean? And that's just what I'm being. You know, people are like, why, like, how do you do all of this? And like, how do you manage everything? I'm just being myself. I'm just, you know, and stay true to you. Don't be fake.
That's some real shit. That's
you know what I mean?
Real shit, because you could see when people aren't themselves.
Yeah, when people are fronting.
You can see that shit clearly as day.
Yeah, so annoying.
And I feel like your art's just better. Like any sort of art / whatever niche you do is better if you're yourself. Like it stands out like a sore thumb.
That's why I like painting, because I'm being myself. Like that painting in there, that's me. If I was doing like a graphic for some random person, they gave me 10 requirements, that's not me. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you with that. Solid point to end off on.
Yeah.
Solid point to end
off. Oh,
off
dude, I got another piece of whatever inspiration.
Okay.
For being an artist, for real. Do not start drawing anime. No, I'm being serious.
Really?
You can tell when people draw anime and they try and transfer that to like realism or like graphics. You can tell like drawing anime like teaches you how to draw incorrectly because it's you have to learn how to draw, then go to anime, not go into anime and then learn how to draw.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just like a pet peeve of mine. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. Just please, like, if you have the choice, just don't do it.
I used to draw anime.
Dude, why? Why?
I just liked anime.
I know. I'm just kidding.
That's funny though, like, because I never would have thought about that. Because I feel like a lot of people learn how to draw from drawing anime.
Yeah, and I just
teaches them incorrectly.
It's just not right. It's just no. And there's a lot of talented anime art. I'm not bashing anime. I'm just saying if me giving advice for my type of work, you know what I mean? Just stay away.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn.
Yeah. Don't
draw anime to learn.
Nope.
Don't draw anime to learn.
Nope.
Make sure you follow Dom Albanys. Albanys. Yeah. I didn't fuck it up this time.
It's all right.
We're going to have to go to Detroit soon.
Yeah, no, you have to come.
And
it'll be fun.
See the mural.
Yeah.
Detroit's going to be lit. It will be. But everyone make sure to give Dom a follow. Make sure to follow him on Instagram. I'm going to put his Instagram in the description or do one of those little tags.
Or should we do a little ding?
We'll do a little ding right up there. I'm just going to put a big-ass picture of Dom right there. And you're going to follow him.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thanks for interviewing
for coming
me.
on. Hey,
I'm one step closer to Joe Rogan.
That will end it on there. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
2 texts, got it on my fucking waist. Nigga don't want the smoke, I guarantee he died of it. Forcing shit, yeah, I'm about to take it all the fucking way. I'm a real nigga, what more can I